Senate will come to order. Senator Neville.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Majors, please call the roll.
Senators Aguilar, Balmer, Baumgardner, Carroll, Cook, Crowder, Donovan, Garcia, Grantham, Guzman, Heath, Hill, Hodge, Holbert,
Excused.
John, Johnston, Jones,
Can do it.
Kafalis, Kerr, Lambert, Lundberg, Marble, Martinez Humenick, Merrifield, Neville, Newell, Roberts, Scheffel, Scott, Sonnenberg, Stedman,
Hey, Cindy. This is not third reading consent, though, is it?
Stedman,
You're not going to do the consent? Did I miss that? Okay.
I'll grab you in a second.
Who are we missing?
Stedman,
He was here.
Absent. No. Call him again.
Stedman, Todd, Ulibarri, Woods. Mr. President,
Here. With 34 present, 0 absent, 1 excused. We have a quorum. Senator Scheffel.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the reading of the Journal of January 20th be dispensed with and the journal be approved as corrected by the Secretary.
You have heard the motion to adopt the journal. Are there any no votes? Seeing none, that motion is adopted. Please add Senator Holbert to the roll. Committee reports.
January 20th, 2015, Committee on Local Government. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following: Senate Bill 41 be referred to the Committee of the Whole, favorable recommendation with the recommendation be placed on the consent calendar. January 20th, 2015, Committee on Local Government. After consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following: Senate Bill 24 be referred to the Committee of the Whole, favorable recommendation.
Senate Services.
January 21st, 2015, correctly engrossed, Senate Bills 2, 5, 10, and 35, correctly revised, House Joint Resolution 1005.
Third reading of bills, consent calendar. Senator Scheffel. Mr. Majors, would you please read the title of all the bills on the third reading of bills consent calendar?
Senate Bill 35 by Senator Johnston and Representative Kagan concerning the enactment of Colorado Revised Statutes 2014 as a positive statutory law of the state of Colorado. Senate Bill 2 by Senator Roberts and Representative Brown concerning an extension of the date by which the Executive Director of the Department of Public Safety must submit to the Joint Budget Committee a report regarding statewide radio communications. Senate Bill 10 by Senator Hodge and Representative Mitch Bush concerning augmentation requirements for wells withdrawing water from the Dawson Aquifer.
What are you doing? Majority Leader Shuffle.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for the adoption of all the bills on the third reading of bills consent calendar, including Senate Bill 35, Senate Bill 2, and Senate Bill 10.
Is there any discussion on any of the bills? Seeing none, the motion before the body is the adoption of all the bills on the third reading of bills consent calendar. Are there any no votes on any of the bills on the third reading of bills consent calendar? Okay, you want to go to the first one? With 35 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, Senate Bill 35 is adopted. Co-sponsors. UNOVA. Co-sponsors. Senator Scott. Senator Johnston, you're already on your bill. Senator Grantham. Further co-sponsors on the rules. Actually, the laws. Senator Crowder, please add the president. With 35 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, Senate Bill 2 is adopted. Co-sponsors. With 35 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, Senate Bill 10 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Senator Sonnenberg. Senator Cook, Senator Scott, Senator Merrifield, Senator Baumgartner, Senator Martinez-Humanic, Senator Grantham, Senator Crowder, Senator Johnston, Senator Woods. Third reading of bills, final passage. Senator Cook. Max, would you please read the title?
Senate Bill 5 by Senator Cook and Representative Foote concerning medical testing in certain first-degree assault cases.
Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that we lay over Senate Bill 5 until tomorrow, January 22nd.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. That will be laid over. General order, second reading of bills. Consent calendar. Senator Lundberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the Senate resolve itself into the Committee of the Whole for consideration of general orders, second reading of bills, consent calendar.
You have heard the motion that the Senate resolve itself into the Committee of the Whole for the consideration of second reading of bills, general order, second reading of bills, consent calendar. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no.
The committee will come to order. The court rule is relaxed. Mr. Majors, would you please read the title to the bill on the general orders second reading of bill's consent calendar?
Senate Bill 21 by Senator Baumgartner and Representative Vigil concerning the repeal of the Interstate Pest Control Compact.
Majority Leader Shuffle.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Move the adoption of the bill on general order, second reading of bill's consent calendar, which includes Senate Bill 21. Ask for an aye vote.
Is there any discussion? The motion before the body is the adoption of all the bills, or the bill, on the general order, second reading of bill's consent calendar. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Say aye. Good. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the bill on the consent calendar is adopted. Majority Leader Shuffle.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move the committee rise and report.
The motion is for the body to rise and report. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the motion is adopted. The committee will rise and report.
The Senate will come back to order. Senator Lundberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. The committee has had one bill under consideration. Mr. Majors, would you please read the report?
January 21st, 2015. Mr. President, your committee of the whole vacancy lead report is had under consideration the following attached bill being a second reading thereof makes following recommendation thereon. Senate Bill 21 passed on second reading in order to gross placed on the counter for third reading and final passage.
Senator Lundberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the adoption of the report.
The motion is the adoption of the committee of the whole report. Are there any no votes? Seeing none, with a vote of 35 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, 0 excused, the committee of the whole report is adopted. Committee reports.
January 21st, 2015, Committee on Appropriations. After consideration, the Mayor's Committee recommends the following Senate Bill 98 be amended as follows, and as so amended before the Committee of the Whole favorable recommendation with the recommendation be placed on the consent calendar.
Senate Bill 1521 passed on second reading, ordered engrossed, and placed on the calendar for third reading and final passage. Introduction of bills.
Senate Bill 99 by Senator Cook concerning eliminating certain duties for probation officers.
Senate Bill 1599, Judiciary. Announcements. Senator Sonnenberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. We are fortunate this morning to have three distinguished Thank you, Mr. President. We are fortunate this morning to have three distinguished young ladies here in our chamber with us. Senator Baumgartner and I would like to introduce them to you, and so I will start with Miss Rodeo, Colorado, 2015. Marie Kidd of Avondale, Colorado, is the 20-year-old daughter of Rick and Jill Kidd. Marie's guiding principles are integrity, leadership, work ethic, and patriotism. Marie received a Bachelor of Science in Athletic Training from Colorado State University of Pueblo. She plans to pursue a doctorate of physical therapy, specializing in sports and horses. Marie is a fourth-generation Colorado cowgirl, following in the footsteps of her great-grandmother with roots in Crowley County dating back to 1911. Marie and her family raise register Corrientes and the official breed of roping and steer wrestling steers in the PRCA. Please help me welcome Miss Rodeo Colorado, Marie Kidd.
Senator Baumgartner.
Thank you, Mr. President. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Miss Laurel Austin, who is Miss Rodeo Wyoming 2015. Laurel grew up in Laramie, Wyoming, and is a student majoring in animal science at the University of Wyoming. As a student, she has participated on the university's equestrian ranch horse teams and is a member of the Farm Bureau Young Farmers and Ranchers. She also enjoys skiing, snowboarding, and volleyball. Laurel has learned that with hard work and dedication, anything is possible. She encourages all of those around her to learn through experience, lead by example, and inspire others to do their best. Would you please welcome Miss Rodeo Wyoming, Laurel Austin. Just one straight off.
Senator Sonnenberg.
Thank you, Mr. President, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to Miss Rodeo America 2015, Lauren Heaton. Lauren is the 2013 graduate of Oklahoma State University with a Bachelor of Arts in Strategic Communications, a dual degree in Public Relations and Advertising. Lauren plans on using the almost $30,000 in scholarships awarded to her for winning Miss Rodeo America to obtain her MBA. Lauren is the first Miss Rodeo Oklahoma to win the title of Miss Rodeo America. Lauren is part of a fifth-generation farming and ranching family in her hometown, Alva, Oklahoma. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Miss Rodeo America, Lauren Heaton.
Senator Sonnenberg.
Thank you, Mr. President. And members, if you'd like to see more of them, they are at the rodeos at the stock show, and obviously the stock show is this week and actually concludes this week. So take time to make it out to the stock show. And also, as I'm talking about the stock show, we're winding down in the final days of our fundraising for the National Western Junior Livestock Sale. We still have money to raise. We spend somewhere in the neighborhood of $7,000 to $8,000 on one of these animals a year. Right now, in the Senate chambers, we're at about $1,000, so we're a couple dollars short. So if I can employ you to try and help a little more, please do so. Mr. President, thank you for the time.
Announcements. Senator Grantham.
Thank you, Mr. President. Immediately upon adjournment, we will be having the joint Senate Ag, Natural Resources, and Energy Committees with the House, and the JBC will be giving their presentation and summary of the budget briefing to the Joint Ag Committee. So if you are on the Ag Committee, colleagues, please bring your yellow book to the Ag Committee. That will be down in House Committee Room 107. Please bring the yellow book. Yellow book.
Majority Leader Scheffel.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, just a couple of quick reminders. First of all, representatives from the Department of Revenue will be in the basement again today until 1:30 to assist you with registering your plates if you've not already done so. Finally, this is something you want to put on your calendar, an early heads up that next Friday, January 30th, is our annual Military Appreciation Day. So we'll be on the floor in the morning for a relatively short session. We'll then recess or adjourn to go over to the House for the joint session. There will be 5 joint resolutions, 8 tributes, and senators will have the opportunity to speak to those. In addition, for those of you that are veterans who have not already checked in with the front desk, to make sure that we have your rank and branch of service so that we can make sure you get honored next Friday as well. But make sure you put that on your calendar. Next Friday, January 30th, is annual Military Appreciation Day. Thank you, Mr. President. Move the Senate adjourn to 9 a.m. Thursday, January 22nd.
You have heard the motion. Is there any objection? Seeing none, the Senate will be adjourned until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Thank you. Okay. You do.
So for Military Day, Sue Wright is working with the House, and you and I had co-sponsored the Military Day resolution last year. You good to do that
Oh, that's
again
great.
this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Super. And then we'll see. I'm not sure who else. I know that the USS Pueblo, but she's going to send me a list. We can see who, in a bipartisan manner, we can get folks to.
Okay.
Okay?
We should have everybody on it.
Yeah.